If you're interested in Skype counseling for overcoming anxiety or depression or any other emotional problems that you may be experiencing, then please go to my website and learn more about the online mindfulness therapy service that I offer via Skype. This service is available worldwide. I'm based in the USA, but I see lots of clients in Europe and as far away as Australia. Most of the clients who come to me have already tried conventional talk therapy and generally find that it doesn't really seem to change the underlying problems. The anxiety or depression persists in spite of sometimes years of talking about your emotions. So mindfulness therapy is very different. It doesn't focus on just talking about your emotions, but rather on investigating the internal process that causes your anxiety and depression. For example, we focus a lot on examining patterns of reactive thinking or rumination, which is one of the major processes that feeds anxiety or depression. We learn how to work with internal thoughts and how to change those habitual patterns of reactive thinking using mindfulness, and it's a very effective strategy. We also work on changing the internal imagery that feeds your emotions, and this is quite an interesting area. And we understand from closer examination of our emotions that emotions are basically formed around imagery. How you see the emotion or thoughts in the mind is what really determines the intensity of the emotions. So working with internal imagery is very important indeed. And when you change this internal imagery, then you effectively change the emotion. And we focus on doing this by actually meditating on our emotions. This is the key to mindfulness therapy that I have developed over the years. We learn to meditate on our emotions themselves. We learn to see the imagery of the emotion. We learn to break free from the habit of reactive identification with the emotions, whereby we simply become overwhelmed by them. We learn instead to develop a stable and non-reactive relationship with our emotions. When you do this, then you begin to see the imagery, and then you can begin to change that imagery, as I say. So mindfulness therapy is a very practical way of working with the exact process that is causing your anxiety or depression or addiction or OCD or any other form of emotional suffering. If you'd like to learn more about how to treat anxiety or depression without using medications, then I invite you to go to my website and reach out to me via email. Skype counseling is becoming more and more popular these days. It's more convenient, and it also gives you a greater sense of control, which is very important, especially if you're struggling with feeling out of control with anxiety or depression or addiction. So if you'd like to learn more about Skype counseling and you'd like to get started with some therapy sessions with me, then simply email me and we can schedule a Skype counseling session at a time that works for you. Thank you.